don't worry. Unfortunately, I didn't find the evidence code. It's quite a big digit number. All I know is it starts with 124 or something. It has 124 in it. But however, I did find a police officer bounty list. Um, so Underwood has a police officer bounty list. I'm
Who's
not
number
sure if
one?
it's uh, Baggins is number one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, he has a police officer bounty list right now. 25K. Um, if the officers are obviously decapitated and brought to him, um, you will pay 25K. I have it
Jesus.
here. I have proof of it. Actually, I have it in
Yeah,
my
if you
text
can
messages.
take a screenshot of that text message. If that's an iPhone, I believe you just press the center button and the right
Oh,
side, and
yep.
then
What are
you
you
have
with an
my
iPhone
number.
5?
Yep. Was it?
I have an iPhone 8. Chill.
Oh shit, flex.
But yeah.
Yep. Just
And
send that to me. Yeah.
yeah, we'll do. Also, just to add on, of before about the I know there's not much you guys can do with like, I mean there is a little bit, but regarding the information that I've said, obviously because you guys don't have proof of it. The reason that for being is because at first I won't lie, we did think it was something we could use to our advantage, but then we slowly started to realize how much trouble we could get into and how shit could turn south so easily. So yeah, I'm sorry we don't have the any evidence of that. We might. I think we have evidence somewhere of the Charger being out. We might have the plate of it too.
Well, stop it
but I'm
right there.
sure.
We already seized that thing.
Yeah. So I
Oh.
personally had that seized
Oh, okay.
because as an actual lead detective, unlike Underwood, who was claiming to be one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we very easily got that information.
Sounds good.
So, yeah, it's really interesting how people get very ahead of themselves. They stop being a probationary detective for a week and suddenly think that they run everything or claim that they run everything.
Yeah. But
You
no,
know,
yeah, he
especially
did.
when the only reason some people may get promoted is because we are just low staff and don't really have much of a choice.
Yeah, 100%.
Slim pickings,
Yeah. But no, yeah, that regarding that investigation with Eddie Emo, I don't know if you guys were aware of that. Were you guys aware of Eddie Emo's
Aware that he
investigation?
deleted photo evidence?
Yeah.
Yes, although it was very interesting that somebody could delete evidence because it had our watermarks on it, which meant it would have been on an MCD computer that he would no longer have access to
Gotcha.
once he was fired.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But no, yeah. I'll send you that bounty list 100%. I'm not sure if
Yep.
it's still active and if he's
It's still something that
100%.
and any other text messages, honestly, I believe as long
we're
as you like send a little thing saying that you give us permission with these
Yeah,
text
100%.
messages, I believe at least if anything we'd have your your side of them.
He did send them to me, so
Yeah,
it's
anything
his own
that he
fault.
has texted you in the past or in the future when he's back, you're welcome to forward our way.
100%. I know I will do. But no, yeah. At this point, I'm just, I'm really trying to get everything out there because I don't want it being out in the streets. I'd rather you guys know everything about it. I'm really trying to think. I feel like there's more shit that I'm trying to think about. Because I'm trying to think here. Let me just check my text messages real quick. 1 second.
Yep, for sure. Is Cage on the bounty? I feel like Cage is on the bounty.
Doubt it.
No, right now it's only 3 officers. It says Baggins, Minor. I'm not sure who Minor is.
I don't think Minor's here anymore.
And the third one is, hold on, where is it? The third one is Larry Officer.
Larry Officer?
That's so random.
That's so random. I'm a little wounded. I'm not on there.
No idea. But yes, 25K each. So
1 second here.
Damn.
Glad to know I'm not even worth 25K to somebody.
Oh,
Honestly,
also-
I'm happy he hasn't taken any fucking notice. He probably thinks he's done that dumb, like, I've outsmarted her mustache twirl bullshit. And in reality, it's like, you dumb fuck.
Actually, one thing I forgot to add is regarding that evidence code or whatever it is. I don't know how it works. If I was to go to you guys. I don't know how you'd be able to get contact of her. I'm sure maybe I can because I'm actually good friends with someone that she's close with. But I would go to Jessica Parks because I know for a fact that she knows that evidence code. I know she's not in a relationship with Underwood anymore, so maybe she wouldn't mind.
Oh, she got fired,
coming.
so she's probably not going to give us anything.
Yeah.
Oh, was she fired?
So they,
Yeah.
both of them were fired. There's no resignations or anything like that. Both of them were inadequate police officers and released.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was told she just resigned. But I
No,
guess
she
not.
resigned after her boyfriend got fired and came back 2 hours later begging for her job, and then was
Oh.
fired about 2 days later. So,
Oh, shit.
you know, it do be
But
like
yeah.
that sometimes.
I know she has the code. I don't know how because I know there's no shot in hell that Underwood would like tell you guys that.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know. I feel like maybe she would.
Mhm.
Maybe I could get it from her.
Yeah, it would definitely look bad if we were. I don't want him to know that we're having these conversations,
Yeah.
and I don't
100%.
want them to know that we're really looking into anything. I will say Underwood always had an ego, so he's definitely going to think that
100%.
he's bamboozled us and all that other fun stuff. And I am perfectly fine with him still thinking that. So I think it would be beneficial to both of us if any information, maybe keep it to where he doesn't think you guys are kicking him out just yet. Like I said, he has a bit of an ego, so if you're willing to push pride aside, sound a little bit desperate or something, and
He will eat it up.
he'll eat that shit up and
100%.
sing like a pretty little canary. So
One thing we could do if you come up with any more info is we could provide you with a CI handler.
mhm.
I mean,
Okay,
you
what is
wouldn't
that?
necessarily be a criminal informant, but it
It's
would
not
give
criminal;
you
it's a confidential
confidential,
informant.
whatever the fuck it is.
So basically,
It would
if
give you a
either
discreet
one
way
of
to
you-
contact.
Okay.
yes. So if either one of you would be interested in that, you can become a confidential informant. And the only ones who would know that you are a confidential informant would be lead detectives and
What's that? Kind
anyone.
of like some undercover rogue shit.
Yes.
Gotcha.
To a degree. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, it wouldn't be like if you became a CI and you tell us things about, like high table or friends. It could be something like you're a CI for BSB.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
you
we know
just
so
hear
much
that
about
there's,
VSP.
or you just hear that like there might be a bobcat happening in an hour, and so we can
Yeah,
kind of get
definitely.
set up for it, things like that.
Yeah, 100%.
And we are working towards getting like payments and things like that. It would be in the future, any information that you have regarding Underwood or really anything you want to tell us, we'll set up a we'll contact, like you have my number now, so you can contact me through that, whether it just be through text or calling, and vice versa, and we'll set up a rendezvous point.
Gotcha. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'm sure one of us would be willing to do that.
Yep, and like I said, it usually, depending on the information too, you can actually receive payment for it. This is another way, like say, you have a clean record and you want to make money the honest way. But also, if you don't, and I'd go over how confidential informant stuff works at a later date if you're interested in that. We really don't want to talk too much on it because it is something that like even regular members of
I'm
the
not
PD
supposed
will.
to be here.
Yeah, he's not. It would really only be that he's here because of GTF, and it can be approved people know about them.
Yeah, honestly, if I was you guys, I wouldn't be trusting half the officers in the fucking force knowing that Underwood's trying to get a hold of this shit.
Yeah, well, we've already fired one today and placed him in jail. So,
Oh shit.
yeah. That's why I'm saying Underwood thinks he's smart, but we're not idiots.
Yeah, I think the main like hassle for you guys will be the fact when you guys fucking like book him and you're trying to play all these games and he just knows, he knows what you guys can do and can't do.
Yeah, and that's why it really comes down to, at the end, it's the enemy of the enemy is my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would benefit the PD and High Table to